Hi, I'm Jamie.
I'm Jacob.
Rodolfo.
I'm McCloder.
Oh,
And this is our case study of FoodSaver. So, food waste is a huge problem that continues to grow, and Americans waste about 60 million tons of food a year. Restaurants are a big contributor to that problem, and that being said, the wasted food adds to landfills, which then harms the environment. We then created a problem statement which says the disconnect between surplus food and budget friendly distribution continues to contribute to the environmental destruction as well as economic pains. Then we moved on to user research. Before starting our interview, we came up with three objectives. One was to learn about the user's day-to-day life and habits. For example, do they order out a lot? Do they cook at home? Understand the user's wants and needs. Are they trying to stick to a budget? And just get an idea of the relationship between the user and the problem. Have they worked in the restaurant industry? Have they seen firsthand food being wasted? Then we created a proto persona of what we thought our ideal user would look like. This is Ron. He's a salesman. He's very eco-conscious, but he's also looking for cheap food options that are also convenient and minimize food waste. After our interviews, we found that 100% of our users worked in the food service industry and 100% of our users witnessed or participated in disposing of perfectly good food. After the interviews, that we then drew up our ideal user. Ideally, they will be living in a metropolitan area where there's lots of restaurants. They value quick, easy, and budget friendly options, and they overall just want to feel good about where they're purchasing their food from.
now we'll be covering definition and ideation. So we went into the user insight. So through multiple interviews conducted, we found very negative uh, feedback, which was wasting food, budget, and lack of awareness regarding the issue of food waste. From there, we went on to a competitor analysis. So we gathered information from my direct competitors, which their strengths were quick, easy, and cheap. One of their weaknesses was it seems to only be a part of convenience stores. For our indirect competitors, our strength with Uber Eats was minimal design, easy to navigate, simple to use. One of their weaknesses was misleading photos linked to the restaurants, not as many nearby options. From here, we'll go to Alex's story. Alex is looking for cheap deals and doesn't want to drive around town. Alex then uses FoodSaver app and goes into map. After purchasing his meal, Alex can see his points accruing and also the impact he has made for saving food. So then we follow the user's journey map. Throughout his process, he starts off unhappy, knowing that the waste of food, and he climbs up to once he's going through the app and going through the onboarding process, he finds himself going from unhappy to happy. From there, we created brainstorming futures. I like, I wish, I wonder. And we put them into the future prioritization matrix. The three main futures we've agreed upon was purchasing leftovers from restaurants, reward system, and visual impact. And our value proposition, my organization, FoodSaver, is developing a food service app to help those struggling through food insecurity to solve a problem of reducing food waste. We're better because we maximize the use of leftover food and supply it to those who might need it.
After choosing our features, we began our the prototype stage. First being our flow chart. We created a flow chart as a blueprint for our app, both anticipating what the user's actions were and also implementing the features that we chose. We then used we began sketching those each screens into uh, a sketch wireframe. After we were done, we then began to sketch, move those sketches into a digital prototype into a low fidelity. After that, we began testing and iterating. We began testing each user with 3 tasks, such as creating a new account, use the map feature to search for food, and purchasing said food and receiving a confirmation code. 60% of our testers were successful in completing all the tests. However, the last remaining 40% were unable to complete the last task due to minor errors and bugs. However, we quickly fixed them after discovering them. After using the feedback and testing, we used that data into our final prototype, which we'll be presenting right now.
So I'll be going into our final prototype and what we developed. So our 3 major components with our app is allowing our users to find food from restaurants and also be able to navigate their neighborhood, but also see their impact and be able to accrue rewards. So we also wanted to make our sign up process as painless as easy and be able to not only understand the problem of food waste, but also allow the user to understand how they can be a part of the solution. So we go in to create an account. You can create an account also using Google or using Facebook. For right now, we're going to skip that process of the notifications and also the location, but you have options of searching restaurants near you. So we're going to try to put an item into our cart, purchase, and then it will give you information as to where you can find the meals and also what time you can pick up. Another one of our major features was the impact screen. So being able to see how you are basically becoming the solution of the problem of food waste. So you can see how much food is left out of a landfill and also your how much CO2 is being reduced when you use the app. Another major feature is using the map capabilities to see food near you. So you're able to also use the map as well to reserve meals. So this is our major option, and also being able to see not only your impact, but also being able to see how you are accruing points to future meals or things like that. So that was our prototype. And in conclusion, let me get out of this. So in conclusion, we realized that in our research that Americans waste about 60 million tons of food every year. This quote alone should motivate our users to want to become the solution of a bigger problem. So in our process of identifying strengths and weaknesses of apps that already exist, we hope that we are able to not only reduce the problem of food waste, but also help others to find food security and be able to find better cost-effective options and be a major change in their community through this app. And we thank you so much for your time.